I'm Richard Clarke. I record these talks every day as a way to deepen my inquiry. Listen each day and deepen your own practice. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 578. Maharshi, coming here, some people do not ask about themselves. They ask, does the sage, liberated while alive, Jivan Mukta, see the world? Is he affected by karma? What is liberation after being disembodied? Is one liberated only after being disembodied or even while alive in the body? Should the body of a sage resolve itself in light or disappear from view in any other manner? Can he be liberated though the body is left behind as a corpse? Their questions are endless. Why worry oneself in so many ways? Does liberation consist in knowing these? Therefore, I say to them, leave liberation alone. Is there bondage? Know this. See yourself first and foremost. The questioner approaches Sri Ramana Maharshi with a series of intellectual questions about liberation and the state of a sage, such as whether the sage perceives the world, is influenced by karma, or how the body and liberation relate at the time of death. The Maharshi responds by steering attention away from these abstract inquiries, emphasizing that liberation is not about understanding or resolving such questions, but about knowing the truth of your own self. Maharshi challenges the questioner's premise by asking, is there bondage? This shifts the focus from philosophical speculation to direct self-inquiry. His words point out that the preoccupation with concepts like karma, the nature of a sage's body, or liberation after death arises only because the mind assumes separation and bondage exist. Maharshi's teaching underscores that bondage is merely an idea held by the mind, and that liberation cannot be found by exploring external or theoretical ideas. Instead, the solution lies in discovering whether the self is bound in the first place. When Ramana says, see yourself first and foremost, he directs the questioner towards the practice of self-inquiry. This involves turning your attention inward to examine the sense of I, or the ego that feels bound or concerned with such questions. By investigating the nature of the I, you uncover that the self is ever free, beyond birth, death, or karma. Liberation, therefore, is not an event or state to achieve. It is the recognition of your own true nature, which has always been free of bondage. Ramana's response also reveals the futility of mental debates and theoretical knowledge in the quest for liberation. He implies that no amount of intellectual analysis about a sage's experience, the nature of the body, or what happens after death can substitute for direct experience and realization. Such speculation keeps you entangled in the mind's endless questioning, further veiling the truth of the self. In essence, Ramana Maharshi's teaching is profoundly practical. Freedom is not a matter of resolving external doubts, but of knowing your own nature. His words invite you to drop the distractions of the intellectual and turn your gaze inward. Liberation, as Ramana points out, is not about knowing answers, but about dissolving the false sense of bondage through self-inquiry. So know yourself and be always free and at peace. In 40 Verses on Reality, Ramana Maharshi explains the nature of the self, the ultimate reality, and self-inquiry. My new book, with my comments and inquiry questions, opens these teachings up and brings them into your practice and experience. Available now from Amazon. Link in the video description. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment.